They just lost. But I found out an idea. I'm not stealing this from Just a Laser. I have like saying the problem. Whenever I rage, I start like wanting the ball all the time. But whenever I calm down, I do like A plus quality like every minute. So, thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Alright. So we're 1-1. Media all talking about. It's like the same one, I bet. No down. Alright, let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Magic in Orlando. Checking out the Magic, after splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side.
Yeah, really.
And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack and Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, you know, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, you know, he left the school early, but he is something unique.
So everybody thinks I'm better than Shaq. I'll prove it.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball.
Third game.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans. Just 1 game before heading out. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game to me is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Charlotte.
All right, bye.
Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's
Jeremy Lin Saturday.
Now Freak following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Peyton, good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And here are the Hornets now. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close.
I'm okay. Don't say bless you
because
because you can't hear
They
me.
were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
He kicks to Freak. Pass to Vucevic. Orlando count that one.
Okay.
You can't afford
Okay.
to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got
There
to
was
do a
no
better
screen
job
there.
of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
They set the screen. And Oladipo, here we go. 5 on the clock. Freak passes to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect
Okay.
from the floor. Just the
Already
one
starting out
miss
well.
here on their first 5 attempts.
Now it's headed down to Doris Burke, who is able to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
All right,
If
Doris,
I-
thanks.
Okay. Okay.
Hornets
You
trail
missed
by
some, you
7.
made.
And a fast break now for the Hornets.
Oh shoot, oh
Hamley
shoot, get
with
over
the
there.
shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for the Magic, Kemba Walker.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Payton kicks to Freak. Right side, Gordon. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Walker. Jefferson with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Walker against Payton. Walker's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Gordon. Freak with it. Gordon with a screen on Batum. Back to Gordon. And stolen by Williams. Here's Batum. And count it. 2 points.
No.
With a chance for one
Okay.
more at the free throw line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition. Attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Magic leading by 8. On the court for the Hornets. Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3. Now here's Jennings. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Fournier. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Lamb kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He drains the quick shot. Kid Gilchrist has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hornets. Jennings dishes to Arthur. The feed now to Freak. Now the pass to Arthur. Outside Jennings. The three-pointer is right on target. Jennings has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Lamb. Three-pointer. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
All right. Not bad of a match already.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Now here's Arthur. He's got 7. Outside Jennings. The dish to Nicholson. That's tipped. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And
Good
it's blocked.
boy.
And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Arthur. Gordon comes in for Freak. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings. Comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Lee's check
So he's
in
like
for
Robert
Lamb,
Covington.
and it's Jeremy
He's not
Lin in for
good
Kemba
around
Walker.
screens.
Now here's Lin. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Screened by Jefferson. And Batum kicks to Lin. The lead now
Okay.
in single digits.
Yo.
Lin's got 9 points.
And now he's taken a
That's
solid
okay.
opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Magic moving the ball around. They set the pick. Kicks to Freak. He feeds it to Arthur. Jennings passes to Freak. Outside Jennings. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Freak missing. Hornets trail by 8. Screen by Jefferson. Lin dishes to Jefferson. And that one's good. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Freak. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that's the end of the first half. Magic
There's
lead
my
by
gun.
6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
I lost my gun.
And a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Jeremy Lin really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, right? I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
All right. Oh, shoot.
The back
Why is
Oh,
it?
no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking
What?
a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted it. It can be intimidating, you know, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually, things smooth out. And
He
Freak
does.
knows how to fit in with the team.
Oh,
and
shoot.
This roster definitely looks stronger with him on it. Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And Oladipo kicks to Freak. Payton passes to Gordon. And a wide open look for Freak. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. And it goes. It's
Yeah, boy.
Shoot one more at the free throw line.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one following the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of
Oh,
it.
shoot.
Let's go to our side.
Oh, shoot! Yo!
In the last matchup against the 76ers, had an off game. He ended with 7 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. A lot of players right now still getting going in this young season, but he's hit a patch here that's not a trend he wants to continue. The coaching staff told me it's not a major concern right now. It's a long season. Back to you guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. What do you think held him back?
You know, he certainly didn't seem to have the same level of energy that we're accustomed to seeing. I mean, he just looked a bit fatigued out there.
Yep, mentally and physically. I mean, it wasn't just he was a step slow. He also seemed to get down on himself and lose his energy and enthusiasm and confidence. He needs to find the spark here tonight.
And it's Gordon missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious